Bishop the Great in here right now, and he the one. Your wife actually came across my podcast through following him on Instagram.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know, you was incarcerated for 15 years, man.
Yeah.
15 years for a murder you did not commit, and that's crazy,
Murder I
bro.
ain't the murder I ain't even witness. I wasn't even nowhere on the scene or nothing like that.
Yeah. So, man, really, okay, let's go back to the beginning of that, man. So you from Cleveland, Ohio, right?
Yeah, yup. St. Clair area.
St. Clair. That's East Cleveland?
That's east side of Cleveland.
Okay, east side of Cleveland, St. Clair. I've heard that through Bone Thugs before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Cleveland, east side of
Yeah.
Cleveland,
10th
St.
Ward, all
Clair,
that, man. Yeah. It's
all
my,
that,
yeah.
man. Shout out to
My
LeBron
section.
James. Y'all still rocking with LeBron?
I'm a LeBron James fan. I believe in greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry he left, but I believe in greatness and elevation, man. Man had to elevate, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I respect that, man. So I don't know how far you want to go back into it, man. I'll tell the people how I met you, how we end up linking. I had started a podcast, and like I said, your wife was, I guess, she was just online, and,
She
that's the
was
power of
rallying
the
for me,
internet.
man.
That's the power of the internet today, man. She was online, and she was on my boy page, and I think he was reposting my podcast. And so she ended up following me and DMing me, and she asked me, could I speak on your case on the podcast? And this was probably like last March.
Yeah, they was playing crazy with me. I supposed to have been home last Christmas. Supposed to have been home 15 years ago, but last Christmas they was like, man, how you home before Christmas? The prosecutors started playing crazy, man. Like they went back on their word, started playing crazy. So it was like I had to put a full court press down from the outside in. You know what I'm saying? Like I need y'all out here to go hard for me, man. She's on the front line. My family role, you know what I'm saying? They all came together, and people in the city came together. They put it down, man. Put the pressure on them. And I got home.
So when she hit me in March, you was supposed to already be free.
Yup.
Dang, that's crazy, man. I didn't even know that. I thought she was still like just fighting the case from scratch.
Oh man, everybody on my case, like my co-defendant, my right hand, he had been confessed to the crime, and then the dude that was with him had came forward to confess, and the witnesses that came forward and changed their story, and everybody had cleared me up, and I was still sitting in prison.
That's crazy, man.
Hard for me.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's tough,
hell
man.
yeah.
So like, I didn't really know a lot about I don't really know a lot about, all the case and all that. I read the things that she emailed me, and I read that on the podcast and stuff at that time. And I posted it to my gram, and I ain't like I don't got no thousands of followers or nothing.
Right.
But I was like, man, I'ma still do it because she reached out. And I know how that stuff go, man. You know what I'm saying? I never been to prison before. But
Right.
for you to do 15 years for a crime you didn't commit, man, it's like I don't even know how do they pay you back for that? Like you can't
Man,
get your time back.
hey, the crazy part is they ain't even trying to. Like they don't be having no intentions on paying their brother at all for that time, man. Like you gotta literally, like people think you get out of jail and they give you a check. Like no, you gotta fight. Like literally, you gotta fight tooth and nail to get what you got coming. You know what I'm saying? In my case, they made me take a crazy ass deal just to come home, and they knew I was innocent. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to balance it out and do something with me. I had to cop out to like 10 years time served because I lied in court.
Okay. So you came home. I saw you came home, you had the ankle monitor on.
Yeah, they dogged me.
I was a little confused about that. So you actually had to plead guilty
See,
about something else.
yeah, and that's how they worked the ankle monitor into play. Because where I was at, I came home from a level 4 max security prison, and how they got it set up here in Cleveland. If you in a level 4 max security prison and you get released to Cleveland, not all Ohio, just to Cleveland, they put you on this ankle monitor for 4 months. So by me pleading guilty to this crime, they gave me parole. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gave me parole because I pled out to a crime. Man, and with that came along 5 years parole, and 4 months on the ankle monitor.
So what'd you have to plead out to? If you don't mind me
Man,
asking, I mean, if you can
I
speak
don't,
on it.
yeah, I don't mind sharing because I want to tell you how crazy our system is. Like during trial, I had lied and said that my best friend was with me somewhere else and not at the scene of the crime. So fast
Oh,
forward, they had charged me with the shooter. They charged me as being the shooter in this case, and my best friend was sitting right next to me. He was the actual shooter. So I'm like, they asked me like where you was at. I'm like, shit, I was at the bar. They're like, well, where he was at? I'm like, shit, at the bar with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to my right hand, I don't know nothing else. Like, I don't know what
yeah.
y'all looking for. I ain't telling y'all nothing. So fast forward, now mind you, every witness on their side got on the stand and lied and committed perjury. But it was time to let me go. They like, man, well, only way we gonna let you out if you admit you committed perjury and take 10 years for it. I'm like, man, I don't even care, man. Let's go.
Got you. Damn.
Just
I ain't
like
gonna lie,
that.
bro. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I
Hold
mean,
up.
they should have understood. I mean, I don't know what the loophole could be with that, but it's just like, yeah, you did perjurize or whatever they call it, but at the same time, it's like you didn't commit the crime that you was charged for.
And perjury don't even charge, it don't even carry 10 years. They gave me perjury and obstruction of justice and maxed me out on both of them, gave me 5 years apiece, man. Like, to get the most time they could possibly get out of me to take off my 15.
That's crazy. So it's kind of like that's their way of saying like, hey, you owed us this time or something.
Yeah, you did something. Like, we ain't gonna let you just go scot free. Like, we need to hold you accountable for something. Like,
Oh
but they
man,
but they broke
that
the
that's
law. You know what I'm saying?
that's tough. So that's the loophole that they playing for you. Like, hey, we not gonna let you be able to sue us, or we have to like not pay you no money back or something like that.
Yeah, instead of them trying to instead of them owing me compensation for the whole 15, they took a chunk out. You know what I'm saying? And now I gotta fight just for 5 years to try to get compensation. But for real, man, I wouldn't even the money wasn't an issue for me, man. Like I just wanted to come home, man.
I
I
feel
would have
you.
paid them. I would have paid them some money to come home. Like I just wanted out. Forget
I've
the
done
money.
two or three overnighters in jail, and I could imagine what a lifetime, what 15 years would be, man. Because uh, being in there for murder, man. And so, what did they sentence you for that murder? Was it 40 years?
28 years to life.
28 to life. Explain how that worked. Do that mean you eligible for parole at 28?
You eligible for parole at 28 years, but in Ohio, I seen one out of 15 years in prison. I seen one man go home from the parole board his first time going up. Like our
Oh no, no.
parole
Even in
board,
Texas, they don't let you home the first time. They deny you the
no,
first time.
yeah, like they giving dudes 10 more, tell them come back and see him.
Yeah. Dang.
But I ain't never had like man, all glory to God. Though I ain't even had no dreams or thoughts about the parole board. I always told myself I'd never see the parole board. Like I ain't about to. I never got comfortable doing like oh, I'm gonna do these 28 years. Then no, like I never got comfortable. I fought the whole time I was in there.
Yeah. Dang. That's tough, bro. Hey, but while we at it, while it's on my mind, I want to give a big shout out to your wife, man.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, she don't play.
she held it down, bro. Like I'm talking about, she was pressing on Instagram everywhere.
Man, she
And
held it down in so
I'm
many
watching her,
ways,
dog.
man.
Like,
Yeah,
damn,
she a G. She a
she's
G,
solid.
man. She
She's
held it
solid.
down in
I'm talking about,
so
she in
many.
front of the courtroom with signs and
Yeah.
rallying up.
Wait till
And
the book and the movie come out when they really find out like how much of a G she is.
are they gonna do a book in the movie?
I am. I'm see. That's what I'm shooting for. I got a
Oh,
story to be told, man. Like
hell
it's
yeah.
deeper, man. You know what I'm saying? That fit in was serious. Like you know what I'm saying?
I already know. Like, that's tough. And you got kids.
Yeah. When I went down. I had six daughters. They all was babies, man. Like all my kids was little. Like so, I literally left my daughter being like the oldest, being 6, and I'm coming home like she graduated, went to high school, got 2 kids, and my other daughter, I came home right on time to see her graduate, go to prom.
I saw
They was
that.
like, yeah, that was a big deal for me.
Yeah. Damn, man, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Cause I look at that whole situation. That's the biggest part of it to be taken away from your family, man. So, like, you missing them years, you can't get that back. That's why I feel like you
No,
got to be compensated.
no, you can't, man. Like I missed out on a lot. Like I didn't get to see the first nothing. You know what I'm saying? With my daughters, like they was little when I left, so I had to like coach them and be a part of them. Thank God I had a good family around me, a good village to make sure I saw my kids on the regular. You know what I'm saying? My sister, my mother made sure I saw them all the time and interacted with them. So I was able to be a part of their life. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't no stranger to them when I came home.
Yeah, dang, that's tough, man. So I want to ask too, man. So you locked inside the cell, you going through the day-to-day motions, man, dealing with the prison politics, the things of that nature, man. Did you ever, like, in your mind, just say, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is, man. I just gotta accept
Man,
this.
hey, that's crazy, right? Because that's the number one question people always ask me. Like, did you ever just give up? Like, man, I put it on my soul, man. Like anybody that did time with me, man, tell you, like, man, I walked around there like I had 30 days, man. Like my chin was up and I knew it. Like I ain't know what day, what time. I ain't had, you know what I'm saying? I just knew it though, like, man, I ain't doing all this time. Like I ain't giving up. Even when I go get to legal mail and they deny my appeal or something like that, I use it for fuel. Like I wouldn't let it take me the other way and go down. I'd be like, man, I'm about to turn up. Like I'm about to go in. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go back in on them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's that. You stayed rock solid, man, and it came through for you. Man, 15 years, a long time, though, man.
Man, that's a long time,
That's
man.
a
For sure, for
long
sure.
time, man. That's half my, I'm 31 right now, so it's like, man, that's half my life.
Man, it's so crazy. Like it's strange because a lot to change, but for the most part, it's like I ain't missed the beat though. It's like everybody doing the same stuff, man. Ain't nothing changed but the clothes. Like
Certain stuff,
everybody,
the roads, the highways, technology changed, but it's like,
yeah, like that's
people
when I
still the
first,
same, though.
yeah, when I first came home. They like, what's most surprising to you? I'm like, shit, the highways and the cost of living, like everything was high as hell. Like
Yeah.
damn.
So that means you went 2003, okay.
Again, I had just turned 23, man.
Okay, you went at 23 years old, man. So, okay, you was 23 when you left. And you know what's crazy? Nah, okay. Now I was gonna say, so you went in at 23 and you did 15 years. Right before you went in, LeBron was going into the league, right?
He went into the league right when I was getting processed in the rain. Like I had already been hip to him and seen his, you know what I'm saying, high school games, stuff like that. So I was like, man, dude's gonna be a beast. Man, if the Cavs get him, is gonna be going. And man,
Yeah.
I was sitting in the rain, like it's our little transport, little prison. I was sitting there. They like, man, the Cavs got LeBron. I'm like, damn, like I'm like, I want to see that young nigga play, man. He a dog, man.
So that's
Young
crazy
boy.
because you went in 2003. You did 15 years at the same time. LeBron was getting ready to go into the league. You saw him playing because you're from Cleveland. But at the same time, when you came home, you was at the game on the sideline. I saw.
They put man
So you,
on
so you,
everything.
how did that? I know that was a crazy feeling for you to do 15, and then I mean you can't get that 15 years you did back. You know what I'm saying? You did 15 years locked down, but when you did walk out, I see you at the Cavaliers game with the champagne bottle back behind the with the owners, and then LeBron walked right by you on the thing down on the floor, and you was like,
Yeah,
damn,
he
it's
ain't holler at
crazy.
me. He ain't come. Hey, look, I'm like, man, I want to holler at Young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really a fan, so I'm like, man, we had some seats. I had some regular seats that was cool, and my lawyer was there, and my lawyer know like I had one when I first came out there. Like, what you want to go do? So I'm like, man, I want to go see LeBron play in person. I want to go to the Browns game, take my kids to Disney World, and stuff like that. So some people had gave me some tickets, like just donate some tickets to me, like man, go see the Cavs game, bro. You and somebody else. I
Yeah.
took my brother-in-law, so my lawyer happened to be there, but her seats is better than mine, so she was feeling some type of way, like man, my client just came home, just got exonerated, like he need better seats than this. She going in, man. They come get me, and my brother-in-law, take us to the owner box. give us all kind of champagne and food and take pictures with the